I'm here in a hotel in Burlington, Vermont, enjoying a mini vacation. And I just feel like I need to tell my story, you know, be authentic, I suppose. I don't know. Part of me is probably doing this video for content or not, but I've tried talking about it on Twitter, but 280 characters isn't enough. And I've tried writing it out or typing it out, and I don't really feel like doing that either. So I thought, recording a video would probably be the best way to, get out what I'm trying to say. Because I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. Kinda. I guess it's good, it's important to start from the beginning. And it has to do with sexual preference. It has to do with that. And I just need to get this out because I think I'll feel better after I post it. And I'm sorry the TV is on in the background watching the Patriots game at the same time. Anyway, for most of my life, from when I was born, I, always wanted to like girls. Well, I guess. I remember in, the 5th grade, these boys forced me to say who I liked. So I picked this one girl that I thought was pretty, and I had a crush on her, I guess. And they made fun of me for it. And they forced me to tell them who I thought I liked. And it traumatized me, really. It fucking traumatized me. And I'm not going to mention any names of any people in this video. But it was in West Roxbury, Massachusetts, at Holy Name Elementary School, or whatever the fuck it's called. Anyway, and that was the first time I ever had a crush on a girl. And I had a couple crushes. There were girls that I liked, and I think it was always guys or people asking me if I liked someone, or I don't know, it just sort of evolved from there. And I mean, I wanted to like girls or women, or girls when I was a kid. You like girls because you're a boy, so you like a girl. I'm a man, you like women, or you're supposed to anyway, but I'll get to that. And so, I did. But my problem is, there were girls that I liked, there were women that I liked, but I never really had, the courage. There was a lot of anxiety involved in wanting to talk to them, and nothing ever really panned out. I did have a girlfriend in my senior year in college at Florida State for 6 weeks. But then we broke up, but then we kept going to the movies together. Because I kept wanting to just go to the movies. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Anyway. So we did that. And, I always liked girls. There were girls, women that I liked. And then I'm living alone, and this is in Tallahassee, and I think it's 2000 at this point. And AOL is a big thing, and they have the M for M chat rooms. I don't know how I ended up in the M for M chat rooms. I don't know. I don't even know if I liked it. Because that was the other thing that was going on at this sort of the same time. There was guys picking on me to try to have me pick out a girl that I liked. And then they jokingly call me gay. Like, I had been, like, one time in, like, the 7th grade, as I'm getting dressed and ready to go, I accidentally touched the guy next to me, his knee. And I didn't do it. I didn't do it because I liked the guy. I didn't like the guy at all. Like, you're holding my knee. I'm like, and being gay was always something that I thought about, because like if I can't talk to these women, then maybe that means I'm gay. You know, so there was always that question in my head based on societal circumstances. And somehow in 2000, I found myself in like one of the AOL M for M chat rooms, and I'd never had sex before. That was a thing. Like, I'd never had sex with a woman ever. I never had sex with anyone until I was 23 years old in like January of 2000. And I went to this guy's house, his apartment rather, in Tallahassee, Florida, this older guy, and he gave me a blowjob. And that was my first sexual experience. And then I looked for other sexual experiences with men. Not that often. I didn't have sex a lot with men. I still liked women, but I'd only had sex with men. Not really, well, technically sex, and you know, whatever the fuck sex means. I don't even know. I still don't even know. And yeah, I'd always had like sex with men. Not that much. I'm not a whore. I haven't had that much sex with men. I don't know how many times I've counted. There were times that it was all really done in sort of secret for the most part. From like 2000 to 2004, it was done in the M for M chat rooms on AOL. That's where it typically happened. And it didn't happen that often because I really didn't want to. But I did. I had a good time with them. You know, it was a good time, you know. I liked it, I guess, but at the same time, I still yearned for a relationship with a woman. You know, I'm like, I never thought I'd have sex with men, but I'd want to have. I still yearned to have like relationships with a woman. You know, and I never really wanted to have a relationship with a man. Never. I never really did. I'm not sure if I still do now, but I'm gonna get to that. So like in 2004, I moved from Florida to Vermont to live with my folks, and I'm still there because of credit card debt and stuff that I had paid off, but now I have new credit card debt that I can actually take care of. And I had student loan debt that I had to pay off too, but I've paid off the student loans now. But this isn't about debt and stuff like that. It's about my sexuality. My sexuality story. And there were a few women there was a woman that I liked here. living in Vermont at work. But, like, I could never, like, say anything. And I did. I let her know, but she wasn't really interested. Or was she? I don't even know. We're still friends, but I've only really been friends. I don't know what to say. I'm still nervous when it comes to talking to women. But, like, meeting guys secretly for sex was just an escape for me. You know, and I still did that. And as I got older, I just sort of thought, well, especially when I was like around 40 or so, I just thought, you know, it's been 40 years. 40 years old. I've only had sex with men. I'm probably gay. It's probably too late now to, you know, pursue anything with women in that regard. But, like, backtrack a little bit. Like, in 2015, like 6 years ago, when I wasn't 40 yet. And this event sort of pushed me over the top to me thinking, okay, I'm gay. So, that's it, you know. There was a woman that I met, and I liked her, and I think she liked me too. I know she liked me too because we talked about that. And she wanted to have sex, and I didn't tell her that I've only had sex with men, because how the fuck do you do that? How do you do that? You just tell them? If I tell them, then I don't know. I was afraid of the reaction. Because I'm like, well, finally, I get to, like, there's a woman that likes me and she wants to have sex with me. Which I didn't think ever existed. And so, like, we hooked up. We had a good time, I guess. It started kind of slow, but I did let her know at some point that I really had no idea what to do. I didn't tell her why, just told her I didn't know what to do. And she was like, okay. So, like, I did what I thought I was supposed to do. But, like, having it be my first time with a woman, I really had no idea what the fuck to do. But I mean, it was alright. I was there for a couple hours, and then from that experience, she decided she wanted us to just be friends after that. And I'm like, that's fine. And then a few weeks later, she asked me what the deal with that was, and I let her know that I'd only had sex with men before. And she was pissed. And I felt horrible. I felt awful about that. Like, I just felt really bad for lying to her. But I mean, I didn't know how to say it. And I didn't think it was a big deal. But I felt awful. And I'm like, all right, fine. Then obviously, from that, I thought, trying to pursue a woman is pointless. I just have to come to terms with the fact that I'm gay and just go down that road. So, like, I am. I came out of the closet one time. I think the way most people knew was I angrily mentioned it in a podcast episode, my podcast. And at the time, it was my most popular episode. So, that's how a lot of people close to me found out, by listening to that episode. So, so, like, I didn't, like, I still sparingly hooked up with guys online. I still hadn't wanted to pursue a relationship with anyone. There's, like, maybe one guy out there that I would want to pursue a relationship with. But even then, I'm not sure. Because because. But, like, I still hadn't pursued a relationship with someone that I wanted to. I guess. I don't know. But the past couple of years, I've delved into the personal development genre, listening to a lot of books and podcasts. And one thing that I got from that was overcoming fears or whatever, or if I don't know the best way to explain it. It's probably if there's something that you're fearful in doing or something that you know, you shouldn't shy away from it. And like, because I've always had anxiety when it came to wanting to talk to women. I could never really do it when it came to like the relationship part of it, wanting to ask them out or whatever, because I was afraid of what they'd say. I was afraid of reaction. I was afraid of rejection. So there was that. But the past couple of years, like I said, listened to a lot of personal development, self-help books and podcasts. And a couple months ago, because I've always thought about that one time I had sex with a woman and how awful, how bad she made me feel, and how that was like the event that pushed me towards just being gay. And I realized that, like, if I had told her, if it was sort of reversed, and I'd been with women before, if I had told her I'd been with women before, she wouldn't have been upset. If I told her I was with women before, she wouldn't have been upset. But I told her I was with men before, and she was upset. Like, you stuck your dick in me, blah, 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 blah. But, like, if I'd been with women before, how that's different. So my point is, she was wrong. She was in the wrong on that situation. I finally realized that she was the homophobe. So she was wrong, but she made me feel like I was the wrong one. So in the past couple months, since I've realized that I wasn't the wrong one in that situation, I've talked to other friends of mine who are women, and they're like, no, you weren't wrong. She was the wrong one. And she was. And that's sort of like shed a light on me, on the situation. I've realized that event, maybe I'm not gay after all. Even though I've come out of the closet, even though I do material about being gay on stage now in stand-up comedy, but just the past couple months has been leading me to deal with more self-discovery, and I'm just confused. I don't know if I'm bisexual. I mean, yes, I've only had sex with men, but do I want a relationship with them? No. I mean, I find women much more attractive than I find men. But I've only had sex with men. And that's how fucked up my life is. Is that, you know, I've always been attracted to women, but I've only had sex with men. And I think that's probably why I'm gonna be single forever. But I just wanted to record this video, and I'm probably gonna put it on YouTube. So if you're watching this video, if you watch this video and you heard this story, let me know what you think. What the hell do I do? What the fuck do I do? You know, what do I do? Do I stay gay? Am I bisexual? I don't really want to be bisexual. I want to be with women. I do. I don't want to be gay anymore. Because I kind of feel like I was coerced into being gay. One way or another. Because, like, anytime I would talk about not wanting to be gay, it was always with guys that I was about, that wanted to have sex with me. So, like, of course the guys who wanted to have sex with me would tell me that I was gay. Not very objective opinions there. So I'm hoping I can get some objective opinions here on YouTube and tell me what to do. Because I'm confused. I was confused for a while, and I didn't think I was confused anymore, but recent events have caused me to think that I'm confused again. But I don't want to be confused. I know what I want. I know what I want. I want to be with women. I want a relationship with a woman. I don't want a relationship with a man. At least I don't think I do. I don't know what the fuck I want. So help me out here, YouTube. Or wherever the fuck I'm posting this. I just need some help. So thank you for watching. If anybody watches at all.